So what does it mean to say that we belong to God? God made us, we belong to Him. I think of little kids playing. You know, one grabs the toy and says, I want to play with this. And the other one grabs it back and says, no, this is mine. This belongs to me. Meaning, this is a thing that I can hold and you can't have it. So it becomes a thing, an object. But something can belong to you also the way a husband and a wife belong to each other. And belonging to the other person means that we give ourselves completely for them. We belong to God, and so God gave Himself. He came down and shared in our humanity, and He died on the cross. Why? Because we belong to Him. It's the complete opposite of that immature or that, kind of object. And you can see where this just changes relationships. What's the relationship of a husband and wife when they treat each other like an object? Oh, you're mine, meaning I get to tell you what to do. Total disaster. As opposed to, you are mine, and I love you, and I care for you, and I want what's best for you, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help you. That's what it means when we say that God made us, we belong to Him. Because of that, He has saved us. In our first reading from St. Paul's letter to the Ephesians, we have an answer to the big Protestant Catholic question, which has never been an accurate question, but Martin Luther said that we are justified by faith alone. We're saved by faith alone. And you Catholics, you think that you're justified by works, which, by the way, is not. If you ever get a chance and you've got nothing to do on a rainy afternoon, read the document on justification from the Council of Trent. Catholic Church doesn't say that we are justified by works. But what Lutherans and Catholics can agree on is what St. Paul says here, for by grace you have been saved through faith. It's not just by my act of faith, it's by God's grace. Why? Because we belong to Him, and so He gives us this grace. The faith is our response. It's our choosing God. It's our being faithful. It is when we entrust ourselves. Usually people say, oh, well, faith is the same as trust. In this case, it is entrusting myself to God. If I'm going to drive across a bridge, and there's a sign on the side that says, this bridge can carry whatever the weight load is. If I'm close to that weight load, if I say, well, I trust that sign is accurate, I'm going to drive my truck across the bridge. I entrust my truck to that sign that says what the bridge will hold. God says that we are His people and He is our God. And so we have faith in Him or we trust Him. And that means we entrust our lives. We put our lives in His hands, knowing that He's going to save us.